Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Movie of the World YouTube channel. So, friends, today I'm going to narrate an Israeli movie, which is Disengagement. It was released in the year of 2008, directed by Amos Katie, starring by Juliet Binoche, Binoche, Lear Astonji, Henrietta Iftis, Daniel Heltler, and many more. The story begins in France. Annie, a Middle-aged French woman, lives in detached and emotionally distant life. One day, her father passes away. His grief prompts her to comfort long-buried truths from her past, chief among them the daughter she gave up years ago. Annie had a child in her youth, but gave the baby away for adoption. Since then, she has lived with a silent burden, never knowing what become of her daughter. But her father's death stirs something in her, a need to find her lost child, and perhaps herself. And discovers that her daughter, Anna, now lives in an Israeli settlement in the Gaza Strip. The teaming couldn't be more intense. The Israeli government has ordered a disengagement from Gaza, meaning all Jewish settlers must evacuate and leave their homes. The military is preparing to forcibly remove families who resist, and it decides to travel to Israel to find Anna, accompanied by her half brother Oli. A pragmatic and loyal Israeli police officer who is involved in the evacuation operation. As Annie and Oli journey through Israel, we see a country in emotional and political turmoil. Families resist the army. Communities prepare to leave behind homes built over decades. And soldiers face impossible moral dilemmas. For Anna, the external chaos mirrors her inner state, anxiety, guilt, and fear still inside her. She barely knows the daughter she's going to meet, and she has no idea how or if Anna will receive her. Eventually, Anna arrives in the settlement. It is a tense atmosphere, resistance is high, and emotions are raw. In the middle of this storm, Annie sees Anna for the first time. Anna is unaware of her identity. She doesn't know this woman is her biological mother. The moment is heartbreaking and full of unspoken emotion, and struggles to reveal the truth. She wants to connect, to explain, to apologize, but how do you begin a conversation after a lifetime of absence? The film's title, Disengagement, reflects both the political realities of Israel withdrawing from Gaza and the personal story of Anna's emotional withdrawal from motherhood and her desperate attempts now to reconnect. As Anna prepares to be removed from her home, Anna's family tells her the truth. The two women, standing in a sea of confusion and sorrow, begin to the delicate process of healing. It's not dramatic or explosive, but it's real. There is pain, but also acceptance. In the final scenes, Annie and Anna leaves the settlement together. They walk away from home Anna knew, from the regrets Annie carried into a future that is uncertain but full of possibility. The evacuation is not just a political act, it becomes a metaphor for Anne's internal disengagement from guilt and her first real step towards emotional freedom. Disengagement is a slow, introspective flame, rich with emotion and political undertones. Climax of the film occurs during Israeli army's forced evacuation of Jews settlers from the Gaza Strip. Large-scale political event becomes the emotional battleground for the film's main character, Annie, who has come to Gaza to recollect with Anna, the daughter she abandoned at birth. In the queues of the evacuation, people crying, shouting, resisting, and he finally comes face to face with Anna. At that point, Anna doesn't know who Annie is, but Annie can no longer hold back the truth.